What is up, guys? Welcome back into the Millennial Profit. My name's Adam and I'm a full-time reseller. If you're new here, I show you all different kinds of ways to make money. So if you like money, hit that subscribe button. I apologize, this hotel room is a little echoey. My mic does not like it, but bear with me in this video. If you've watched my channel over the last couple years, you've seen my dad and I are huge Dallas Cowboys fans, and we come to a game every single year. So this year we've come to the Cowboys-Patriots game here in Dallas. And to pay for our trip, we always hit some stores while we're down here. And bags fly free with Southwest, so we each both bring 2 big bags under the plane, a carry-on, and then a backpack as well, and fill those with inventory. We literally brought empty big suitcases to put underneath. And that's how we pay for this trip. So later in this video, I'm going to break down all of the numbers, how much I've got in this trip and how much I have made so far sourcing. Normally in these videos, I show you guys going into every store and everything, but that just takes a lot. And honestly, I just didn't have the motivation for that. But I've had quite a haul so far. So I just wanted to show you guys everything that I've gotten and then see if we can fit it all in the suitcases and see if we've actually paid for this trip or even made a profit on it. So here's everything I've gotten in the first 2 days. I'll go through everything kind of like a what sold video, but a sourcing video where I got everything, how much I paid for it and how much it's going to sell for. We got all of these at the Nike outlet actually. $29.99 on these soccer cleats. They go for between 60 and 70 bucks. We got 2 pairs of those. Then these were actually 25 and these go for about 60, 65. Cannot beat soccer cleats for under $30, especially Nike. I've sold a bunch of these from Burlington. They were 25 at Burlington. They were 30 here. I've sold a bunch of pairs of these though for like 70 on eBay. And even though they were size 15, that's actually not that big for football cleats. They had a lot of stuff red tagged at Burlington's, which were really nice. $12.69 for some track spikes in season. Those will sell really well for like 30 to 40 bucks. Same with these. They were about 12 bucks. Can't beat that. They don't come with the spikes, but just so you know, anyone that finds these, you don't need the track spikes. That will increase the value by like 5 to 10 bucks. But a lot of people already have their own spikes, so it's perfectly fine to sell these without them. Just list them new without spikes. This was a pretty cool find because these sold out on the Crocs website, so it's kind of interesting they ended up at Marshall's. Some Lucky Charms Crocs, good women's size. We got 7'9". Those bad boys sell for 70 bucks all day long. We found tons of pairs of Air Pegasus TCU shoes. Wish I had these when they were in the Natty. Those were $29.99. All of these were red tagged at like every single Burlington I found them at, which is absolutely crazy. And those go all day long for like between 70 and 80 bucks. Guys have seen me sell a bunch of these. However, I've never found them red tagged. $18.69, cannot beat that. And those go for like 55 to 60 bucks. We found some Saints Air Pegasus for $40 at Burlington. Those go for like 80 bucks. These Nike golf shoes for $29.99 at Ross. We'll probably have to hold those until next golf season, but I'll get over 70 bucks for those. These are a complete shot in the dark, so just because you see me picking these up, do not just storm to the store and buy a bunch of these. These were $25 at Burlington for Patrick Ewing shoes. Didn't even know he made shoes. And almost all of the solds are from Canada, so that's why I say don't go all in. They're all over like $100, but we're gonna list a couple of these up and see what happens. It's not like I found a ton of them. This was all that I found, but I don't want you guys to go to Burlington and buy a ton of them until we know that they're actually selling in the US. But for $25, it seemed like it was worth the risk. These things are obnoxiously large though. I mean, I wear a size 12. These are 13s, I think, but why is this so fat? I kind of got to try these on. Who the heck is going to be walking around in these things? Look at this thing on the ankle. You can't even tell how big this thing is. These are obnoxious. They're kind of comfortable though. No, I'm not keeping these, but these are the most obnoxious shoes I think I have ever seen. Oh well. No, I'm not going to list these as used. I walked around it. I'm like 7 feet. I know I'll get that comment. You put those on. You hurt the sole. Next, we've got these Adidas $21.89 for these football cleats. Should be 60 plus easy. These boots have kind of bricked right now. They're going for about $160 a piece. But if you use Terapeak, which I'm going to make a video on eBay's Terapeak, great tool. It's how you can look up things outside of the last 90 days. These bad boys were going for between $225 and $300 all day long. 100 bucks. I'm going to hold on to these 3 pairs. list them up like after Thanksgiving, and they should be going really good for over 200 bucks. And if not, even 160 plus the eBay shipping, you're still gonna make some money on them. Next up here, this is the bread and butter. This is where the money is made. We got this King's flat bill for $10.99. That should go all day long for 35 bucks. This was from Ross as well for $7.99 for a tie-dye Giants hat. That should mean easy like $23 minimum. These hats from here up were all from Dick's Warehouse sale. If you haven't seen that store, definitely check it out if you have some of them. We don't have any in Columbus, so whenever I come down here, it's always nice to check out some different stores like that. It's kind of hit or miss, but when you hit pretty good. They were an additional 25% off today, actually. So these were actually 25% off of the tags that I show. These Tiger Woods hats, so what, around like 12 bucks. And these go for like $30 all day long. These Brazil hats go for like 35 bucks a piece. You can see those were 16 before the discount. A Nike hat for $7.50, like come on, that's what all of these were. Those should be $22 minimum. And then all these hats left, not those Ross ones. All these hats left were from Lids. They had a little bit of a sale at a couple of them where these were all $15 and under. And hats are a completely different game. You're not always going to find exact comps on hats. There's so many different styles. So you got to find comps on the team in that brand. And that's kind of how you can decide like how much everything is worth. I only picked up ones that should go for over like $35 minimum. Some of them are going to be a little higher. Some might be, no, not any lower actually. Even though this is a 6 7/8, this was a limited sideline hat. It was originally $49.99. This should be probably like a $35-$40 hat as well. I'll list it as a kid's. This Brewers hat will be really nice. Yankees always do well. These Spurs hats though, even though this one's an 8, I still picked it up because these are absolute money. I'll put the comps up on the screen. These were like a limited city edition hat. So those are going to be money. Yes, it says $20, but it was like buy one, get one 50% off. So I picked up all the $20 ones and they ended up being 15 a piece. And we got 3 of these, and then we got a World Series Yankees hat. So minimum on all these should be like $35. Not recommending just going to the store and buying a bunch of hats you think are going to be good. I'm very knowledgeable in hats because I've been selling them for years. So that's how I'm able to know what hats are worth, but I'm still checking comps on similar ones just to double check because markets are constantly changing. Next, we got these goalie gloves, which I don't know if I'll sell or I will give to my team. I coach a soccer team, so I might give them to my goalie. 12 bucks for some Nike goalie gloves. Those are like 30 bucks if I do decide to sell those. Next, we got actually 6 of these. This is from the Dick's Warehouse sale as well. $15 after that discount. Crazy for an Alex Morgan Nike jersey. And what was the retail on that? $135. Wish they would have had more than this, but 6 of these. Those go for like $48 all day long. As well as these Nike Texas polos, which seem to be going for between $45 and $55. Look at that, $16.99 on those from Burlington. This was from Burlington as well. A Texas A&M Adidas jacket for $15. That should be an easy $40 minimum. And then a Crucial Catch hoodie for $15. Anytime you can find anything Crucial Catch or Salute to Service for NFL, definitely look it up. Those things age like fine wine, and for them to have priced this at $15 was crazy because a lot of these were going for over 50 bucks. So that's everything we've picked up. Now I'm going to break down the numbers of our trip costs and how much we should make on all this stuff. All right, so just got home, obviously, had a great week in Dallas, but kind of wanted to refilm this because it didn't come out how I wanted it to. The audio just wasn't great, and I just didn't say everything I wanted to, so just going to reshoot this part. Basically, I packed up the 2 huge bags that are going to go under the plane. Southwest, you get 2 free bags, plus a carry-on and a backpack, so 2 carry-ons, basically. And I fit everything in these 2 bags, except for the 3 pairs of boots, which actually fit in my carry-on suitcase, and was able to put everything else from that into my backpack because I really just had like headphones, my laptop and stuff in my backpack. Then we needed to weigh the bags to make sure they were under 50 pounds so that they would fly free. So you can see they are clearly under 50 pounds, so they are both good to go. So next, let's break down all of the numbers from this trip to see if we actually paid for this trip with just reselling or to see if we actually turned a profit. So going down our trip costs, Airfare, we paid $210. That is both ways from Columbus to Dallas. Had some rewards points, so the way down was only like $60. Since I fly Southwest pretty much everywhere so I can get those free bags, the points are piling up and I seem to get pretty good rewards with that. Hotel was $275. I think it was 5 nights. My dad and I split that, so the hotel will split. The rental car we split, which was $171 for my half. And the game tickets, my ticket was $150. Cowboys got the dub, so that made the trip all worth it. That brings our total trip expenses to $806. So now let's break down all of our reselling numbers. We have an estimated resale value of $3,273 and everything that I showed you guys laying on the floor there, laying on the bed. Our cost of goods was $1,406. I'm going to estimate the shipping as well. I went item by item and estimated what it's going to be. I've been doing this for like 15 years now, so I'm pretty good at estimating what it is. And I tend to estimate a little high as well if you've followed me in the past. But our estimated shipping is going to be $397. And then for the fees, we just took a flat 12%. Some of these categories are going to be lower than that, but that's typically what I do just to be safe. So 12% fees, $404, which would leave us with $1,874 in projected profit. Now taking out our trip costs of $806, and we have $1,068 in projected net profit. Plus, I got to go to a Cowboys game and have a great week with my dad in Dallas. All in all, a great time, and we will definitely do again. I apologize I didn't really show like store to store. I just wanted to kind of relax this time and have like a nice little vacation, but still resell and fill my suitcases on the side. Then once I had found all that stuff, I was like, you know what, let's shoot a video on this because this was a pretty good haul. If you want to see me sell a lot of this stuff, then watch my What Sold videos. You'll see me sell a lot of this stuff coming up. I'm just going to get it all listed now as I just got home. If you're interested in my leads group, you can check that out. First link in the description, Bread and Butter Group. Thank you so much to all the support for the channel. I cannot believe how much it is skyrocketing. It's all thanks to you guys, and it's all thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. There's money to be made everywhere, guys. Let's go get it. Thank you for watching The Millennial Prophet.